Hey guys, right here I have a 2015 Hyundai i30 1.4 SE. And today I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features inside and out. So here is the key. Let's go ahead and start it up first. This i30 does come with a 6-speed manual transmission. And to start, put your foot on the clutch, insert the key into the slot right here, and twist it like you would in a normal car. The second generation i30 comes with an electric rack and pinion power steering system. Standard on the SE trim is a leather-wrapped steering wheel with sport grips at the 10 and 2 o'clock positions. The i30 SE does get Hyundai's flex steer steering modes that is controlled via a button on the right spoke of the steering wheel. There are 3 modes to choose from: Comfort, Normal, and Sport. Comfort lightens the steering to make it easier when driving in slow-moving traffic or when parking. Normal is the default setting, and Sport tightens the steering to make for a sportier drive or when high-speed driving is required. The 1.4 petrol engine in the i30 can only be paired to a 6-speed manual. To engage reverse, pull the catch below the gear knob and push the gear lever all the way to the left and up. Engaging reverse activates the standard rear parking sensors. The base of the gear lever is covered in leather. Standard safety features on the i30 SE includes 6 airbags, anti-lock braking system with electronic brake force distribution and brake assist, electronic stability program, emergency stop signal, hill start assist control, tire pressure monitoring system, vehicle stability management, and alarm system with immobilizer, dead locking, and ISOFIX child seat anchor points for the rear seats. Now, let's turn on the hazards, lights, front and rear fog lights, take a look at the engine, and roll down the driver's side window. The i30 in SE trim does get 16-inch 5 twin-spoke machine-finished alloy rims as standard. The rims on this car are wrapped in Hankook Ventus Prime 2 205/55 R16 tires. Ventilated disc brakes are found in front and solid disc brakes are found at the back. For the suspension, the front gets McPherson struts while the rear gets a multi-link setup. Hyundai's i30 is a C-segment product that has been on sale since 2007. The first generation, despite the generic design, was quite successful for Hyundai as it provided owners with cheap and reliable cars. The second generation, which appeared in 2011, applied the same principles as the previous generation, but now in a more good-looking package. The second generation i30 hatchback is also sold as a Hyundai Elantra GT in the United States and Canadian markets, replacing the Elantra Touring, which was a first generation i30 estate. The i30, like its Kia Ceed sibling, is available as either a 3-door hatchback, a 5-door hatchback, or a 5-door estate. For 2015, the second generation i30 received a midlife facelift. This i30 gets a 1.4-litre, dual overhead cams, 16 valves, naturally aspirated inline-4 engine with variable valve timing. This engine produces 99 horsepower at 6,000 rpm and 134 Nm of torque at 3,500 rpm. 0 to 62 miles per hour or 0 to 100 km per hour takes 12.7 seconds onto a top speed of 113 miles per hour, which is 182 km per hour. With a 53-litre fuel tank, combined fuel consumption for the i30 1.4 SE manual is 48.7 miles per gallon or 5.8 litres per 100 kilometers. 135 grams of carbon dioxide is emitted per kilometer, and the i30 is front-wheel drive. The second generation i30 made its UK debut in 2012. The facelifted i30 went on sale in the UK earlier this year, sporting a revised front and rear and new technological features. Engine choices include a 1.4 petrol, a 1.6 petrol, a 1.6 turbocharged petrol, and two 1.6 diesels, one producing 109 horsepower and the other producing 134 horsepower. All get a 6-speed manual as standard, with the 1.6 petrol having a 6-speed automatic option and the 1.6 diesel in both tunes having a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission option. Trim levels for the 5-door hatchback are S, SE, SE Nav, Premium, and Turbo. A full list of i30 5-door hatchback variants currently on sale in the UK is listed out in the description box below this video. Exterior features of the i30 SE includes manual leveling halogen projector headlights, LED daytime running lights, front and rear fog lights, rear parking sensors, indicators on the front fenders, body-colored door handles and side mirrors, a rear spoiler, and a black front grille with chrome inserts.
You do have your bottle holder down there together with some storage. You do have speakers right here and right up here. And right here you do have your mirror controls, window lock, and your window controls. The driver's side is the only one that gets an automatic down function. This lever allows you to adjust the level of the headlight, while these buttons right here allows you to adjust the brightness of the interior at night. i30 floor mats. The driver's seat in this i30 SE does get full manual adjustments. This knob controls your seat back. This lever controls your seat height, and this bar down here controls your seat position. You do have two-way power lumbar support adjusted via these buttons right here. Alright. So let's go ahead and see how she revs. The i30 SE does get very simple air conditioning controls, with all of them located right here. You do have your fan speed, temperature control, outside air recirculation, air conditioning, different modes, as well as your front and rear defrost. To the right of the hazard light switch, you do have the button to turn off the vehicle's traction control system, and to the left, you do have the button for the vehicle's electronic central locking system. Down below here, you do have some storage. You do have a button to turn off or on the vehicle's parking sensors. And right in here, you do have a couple of power outlets, as well as your auxiliary and USB ports. You can purchase a separate cable that plugs into both these ports, and on the other end of that cable will be your iPod connectivity.
The i30 SE gets an integrated head unit with various media connectivity options and 6 speakers for the sound system.
I must say, for a stock sound system, the speakers in the i30 do sound quite decent. The head unit is very basic, so it is quite simple to use. You do have your CD player right above. It is MP3 compatible. Eject button for the CD player. This button allows you to turn off the display. Down below, you do have your seat track buttons, your 6 customizable stations, as well as your different folder selection buttons. To the left, you do have your volume and power knob. Your radio button allows you to go to your FM AM menus. Your media button allows you to go to your different media sources. You do have CD, auxiliary, USB, Bluetooth audio streaming, as well as iPod connectivity. If you hit the phone button, you can go to your Bluetooth telephone menu where you can look at your call history, phone book and setup. Under setup, you can pair a phone, look at your paired phones, download your phone book and all that. Now, you can either scroll through the display using this knob, or you can press the number that is next to the desired menu. So for setup, hit 3. To the right, this knob allows you to navigate through the display as shown earlier, or it also allows you to tune to your desired radio stations. You do have your traffic announcement or scan button right here, setup button which allows you to go to your system setup. You do have display, sound, clock, phone and system. Under sound, you do have your sound system settings. Under audio settings, you do have your bass, mid, treble, balance and fader, and you can restore back to default right here as well. You do have your power bass, your speed dependent volume, as well as your volume dialog. And obviously you can set your clock, your phone settings basically goes back to what I showed you earlier on, and your system settings where you can set your language and all that. If you hit the menu button, say when you are in your radio menu, it brings up a list of radio options. On the steering wheel, the right spoke houses your cruise control and your speed limiter controls. Right down here you do have the button for your flex steer system as shown earlier, and you also do have your trip and reset buttons down here. These two buttons actually control the multi-information display located within the instrument cluster. Right now you do have your range, average fuel consumption, instant fuel consumption, average speed, elapsed time, service indicator, user settings. Under your user settings, you can set your locks, lights, steering position, units, language and all that. And you also do have your trip A and trip B within this menu as well. And back to your range. Down below you do have your outside temperature, and right above you do have your mileage. In the middle you do have your digital readouts for your engine temperature and fuel gauge, and down below you do have your various warning lights. On the left spoke, you do have your audio controls with your volume, your seek track buttons, your different media selection button, your mute button, and right down here you do have your on-hook, off-hook buttons for the Bluetooth telephone system, as well as your voice control button.
Please say a command.
Help.
Help. You can say radio, FM, AM, media, CD, USB, aux, my music, iPod, Bluetooth audio, phone, call history, or phone book. Please say a command.
Cancel.
Cancel.
Now, if you activated the voice control system and you did not know what to say, just ask for help and the system will walk you through the list of available commands. On the right stall, you do have your wiper controls, and on the left stall, you do have your light and indicator controls. The steering wheel in this car is tilt and telescopic. You adjust it using this lever right here. Right here you do have a couple of cup holders, some storage, adjustable center armrest, with storage down below, auto dimming rear view mirror. You do have a sunglass holder right here, your interior lights right above, and the sun visor for the driver's side does get a vanity mirror, and a light. In typical Hyundai Kia fashion, if you forget to turn off the light for the sun visor, close the sun visor and the sun visor will turn it off for you. Alright, so I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now. And continue with the rest of the tour. You do have your speaker down there with some storage and a bottle holder, and your window control is right there. I did set the driver's seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is actually not that much room to stretch out my feet underneath the driver's seat. I do get about this much leg room and about this much headroom. It is actually not that bad back here. The seats are nice and comfortable. You do get storage pockets on the front seat backs. There are small cutouts on the front seat backs that help with a bit of legroom if you ever do need extra legroom. You do get a rear center armrest with cup holders. And you do get grip handles on the ceiling with hooks for both sides at the back. Your rear interior lights right above. To open up the rear hatch, go towards the rear hatch itself and locate a touchpad right beneath this portion right here.
Boot space in the i30 5-door hatchback measures 378 litres with the rear seats in place and 1,316 litres with the rear seats folded and the cargo cover removed. On both sides of the boot are hooks to hang items on, and to the left of the boot there is a light that illuminates the area. To the right there is a power outlet. The boot floor is split into three, with smaller storage spaces on either sides and a larger storage area in the middle. Underneath this storage area is the vehicle's spare tire and toolkit. The rear doors open quite wide and an almost 90-degree angle, which does aid entry and exit into the rear seats. You do get adjustable headrests, front and rear. The rear seats in the i30 do fold down. They split 60-40 when folding, and to fold them down, first make sure the headrests are all the way down, then you have to fold the seat base forward first, and to do that, locate a strap. You do have another strap for that side. Pull it and flip the seat base forward. Then locate the levers on either sides of the headrests, pull it, and flip the seat back down. You do get your window control right there with your speaker down below, and down below as well you do have your bottle holder and some storage. The front passenger seat does get full manual adjustments as well, with the same set of adjustments as the driver's side. It just loses out on the power lumbar support as found on the driver's side. Nicely sized glove box. You do get a grip handle for the front passenger side, and the sun visor for the front passenger side does get a vanity mirror and the same light mechanism as well.
Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2015 Hyundai i30 1.4 SE. Thanks for watching and goodbye.